Happy Friday morning to you all. We are in San Sebastian. We have had an absolutely heavenly retreat for the core team in the last 4 days. Just staying literally right there, next to the mountain, next to the sea. Jodie and I rented these electric scooters yesterday and went all the way around the bay over to there. And it is Friday morning and we are heading over for the final tour day on the road to go to Frescano, the village. Google says 2 hours 20, so I think we'll be there in about 3.5 hours. But check out the art. Every day artists come and create art and then nature washes it away and they start again. Very, very cool. We've got some friends like Alan Cole and Nicole Yershon flying into Zaragoza this morning. Everyone all right? Okay. Nice. Goodbye, San Sebastian, and your fluffy trees and your hot showers.
Yes.
Back with the bus, the ocean just here, and then basically cheap or free parking for 4 days. That's the lookout point where we've been doing a lot of our review sessions. And a George. We'll see you lot in the village. Ciao. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with Brexit, but I know that sounds like they've got some kind of a deal. It's not trying to make up too much of what we're doing here, but all I know is that going round to the lands and building relationships with people who actually live in the land and opening these pathways for us to connect around Europe and then hopefully around the world is somehow a response to a story that seems to be going backwards and separating the world rather than connecting it. I'm very excited to be going back to a tiny village in Spain.
I'm letting you into my life. I don't feel no pain, I feel no fear. Want you to whisper into my ear and just be near, my dear, 'cause it's you that I want.
One thing I haven't said that I really want to say is a massive thanks to Naomi Robinson, all the way over in Melbourne, who's been doing all the posts on social media, getting all the information from all of the artists, from all of the places, and putting them out so that you guys know who's coming to where. I really, really appreciate it. We've never actually met in person, so it's like a really good part of the Corcovado community that we can do that through the internet. And also, massive thanks to Trey. For the last 18 months, you've been dealing with incoming emails, dealing with brands, helping support me from all the way over in America, in Georgia. You massively help make this whole community operate, and so thanks for all that you do for us.
You that I want, you that I need.
We've got the crew. We're back in Frescano. Virginia is just off picking up Nicole and Alan. How was the ride, Chris?
Yeah, it's cool. Nice, easy day today.
Yeah, much easier than what we've got to do back to Belgium, mate. Me and Chris will be taking the bus back from here, and we've got to do 2 full days driving to get up to Belgium, to Bruges, to Ten Berg, a castle with a moat. Oh! The Made on the Road bus has made it. George is pretty tired. Little bits of, you know, could do with slightly better organisation from me. That does happen sometimes.
Getting it down these little roads, see, even these villages aren't prepped for a bus like this.
It's all about mapping these places. Once you've done it once, then you know everything you need to know, but until then it can be a little bit frustrating. So we're just waiting for Virginia, hopefully for a couple of minutes until she arrives. Hello, hello, hello.
Let's go. We all need the toilet.
Let's go. Right, we're following them. Whoa! Everyone's slightly at panic stations because they need the loo really bad. We need power really bad.
Is this going to be a bad move?
I don't think so. I think it'll be fine.
Let's just blow and try.
Let's try, seeing as it's happening. Just can't not speak to the neighbours. Buenas!
Absolutely nailed it.
It opens up in a second, like this is the tightest bit.
This is?
Yeah, this is the tightest bit. I think because they're so desperate for the loo, their bandwidth's even lower than your bandwidth for dealing with. Shh, it's a silent village, mate.
Welcome to Frescano and welcome to my home. And this house has over 250 years old, and I'm the 7th generation of this house. Thankfully, my mother came and decided to like renovate like the kitchen and the bathrooms, so like facilities are kind of modern. And I just came from Mexico, so everything is kind of up in the air. But you guys will be taken care of. It's okay. I'm the 7th generation. I moved here about a year ago, and I'm very happy. And I bring people from all over.
Creative lair. And look at all these little guys up there as well. I've never seen them. Everyone's getting settled into some nice tapa. We're making a full feature-length film.
And we make these.
Educating the mayor, helping him understand why the bus needs electric, and the fact that we've driven all the way across Europe to come to see his village. He can't believe it. So the mayor is basically letting us plug in his electric from his office so that George can use his bus. We're going to get the power in the end. It comes over the top, drags through the tree and comes into the bus. Natural architecture. We are off to the hills to kind of chill out and get in touch with the land before we nestle down for the night.
You help me turn my life back around.
Almost 180 degrees.
Yeah, it's pretty big, isn't it? Flat, 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 and then framed by lovely mountains in the distance. There's a lot of broccoli out here. And it's good.
I feel like I found someone who will always be there if I'm gone. Could you be
Walking the streets of Isidro. Oh, finally feeling like we're getting settled. Got the fire on. I just saw some guitars coming out. So glad to be back here, and it is a crazy place filled with opportunity and soul. And we shall see what tomorrow holds. I'll see you in the morning. Wow!
make it jump, jump, make it jump, jump.
Marley, you look like an absolute film star in your bus. You know, like when they have the buses on film sets.
Yeah, owning it.
Exactly. Right, first stop, we're going up into the hills to the amphitheatre. That's the amphitheatre. Everyone's sitting down. Shared some words and some thoughts about friendship, about diversity, dependence, being and emergence. But we got Francesco, and he's come from Italy, from the Slack group for Corcovado. And you've called your house Corcovado, right? Why did you call your house Corcovado then?
It's so quiet, the place. I can be in connection with nature. I go for long walks there, and just amazing.
Very cool. Well, you're very welcome here, man. Thanks for making the trip.
Thank you, Dave.
We got Angel here, who came to the Unknown Inquiry, the LTA Summit, came with his buddy, 6-hour road trip from Asturias last night. I'm so glad they're here. It's the most balanced mix we've had from the travelling tour and the incumbent group that we're coming into. It's probably 20, 25 in total. So it does feel like we've met our match. Josh Price actually made it this time. He managed to get here. Yeah, good man, good man. It might be lunchtime. He might have missed my session, but I think that was probably a strategic ploy. But no, we're glad he's here now.
Make it jump, jump. Make it jump, jump. Make it jump.
Talk about some of the success and failures we've had in this book.
Another one bites the dust. It was very different, very good. Come on. Oh, there we go. We are back in House of Isidro. This is Virginia's madre.
lleva más que verduras, por los vegetarianos y demás. Normalmente se le echa pescado, se le echa pollo, se le echa cerdo, etcétera, etcétera.
Normally has fish in it.
Pero solo lleva verduras.
Boom, 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 boom. Hallelujah.
Hay que soltarlo, soltarlo.
So these girls just arrived. One of them shares an auntie with Virginia, but they've never met from a village 20 minutes away. So the internet actually does serve to connect people even in their local area who are family. It's very cool.
Wait, I'm trying to get this.
And you're on the phone as well, the modern woman.
The modern woman in her village.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'd love to get some seeds and plant some seeds in
Yeah.
a community garden of here.
Take back the broccoli back. Yes.
Plant some in Bournemouth.
True globalization.
He's the broccoli man. Jorge. Looks exactly like my cousin. There's a lot of broccoli. Look at that broccoli.
I asked him, so tell us about your day-to-day life. And he's like, I wake up at 7, I come and I go.
2,000 kilos.
He gets 2 tons a day.
That's heavy. How long does it take?
Oh my gosh, it looks like such a great tree. Of the broccoli. No, it's sweet, man. It was the best of times, and it was the worst of times. And now, for the pottery workshop.
With 2 different types of clay.
Perfect.
So this is a normal stone one.
Round.
Looking good. It's a nice feeling, though.
Yeah.
That looks like strong and stable. Mine looks a bit skinny. Cheers. Tink. Oh, stylish.
That's why Italian designer.
Yeah.
Do pottery like this.
The Napoli. Oh man, so chuffed. It's a beautiful thing, you know, you've got 10, 15 of us making pottery with Tom playing in the background. You've got these 5 guys foraging for sounds, working with the Syrian lady, Birivan, and Marley's writing a song, and basically it's popping off. It's popping off. I feel like we've worked, all of us have worked for this one, where there's been a lot of trauma basically. There's a lot of bad things been happening in a lot of people's lives that are here, which I won't go into, but it's meant it quite an intense period of time, and I'm glad that we finally built something strong and creative together.
Let our imagination run free. See what could be done in that place and how it makes you feel and so on. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Amazing.
What is this then? Sorry,
This is Berivan.
Berivan on the tambo.
On the tambourine. So that was just in the street. Like
Yeah. What about the reverse chime of the bell?
Yeah, so the bell. Oh, you'll like this as well, Dave. So from
Sick.
that, of course, doing the classic thing.
Oh, you've made the.
If I can.
Let me do it. You're such a wizard, George. Show me your broccoli kick drum, George.
I made a broccoli kick drum.
Oh my gosh! That broccoli packs a punch.
So that's one, and then this is the other one together with it.
Oh my sack! That one kicks the other one's ass.
So then together,
Big Brother just arrived.
this is the kind of beat we've got at the minute, together with all of that together in one beat, which is.
Ow! Caramba!
Is this with the guitar drum as well?
And then with Mr. Man here on guitar, you got.
You magician! You magician! Ah. Can you guys believe the two completely different types of creativity happening at the same time? In the old derelict building and the new modern swanky pad.
Go on, girl! I'm a piano player, so my friends always had guitars on their backs and were travelling the world writing, or they were singers, being able to get on a flight, sit on the beach and write amazing music. I could never do that. My mum found this and she was like, okay, so this is a bit bigger than you've got in mind. And it used to be a library bus. So it used to travel around this small little island, and it was full of books for schools.
Right, it's actually my first venture into the big church slash mosque slash synagogue, as it's been reappropriated over the years. Somehow we got the key, I don't know how, but it's a good thing. And it will be special to be in here before dinner. The broccoli has arrived. Well, that is another swirl. We had a lovely dinner. We're walking over to the chapel for the 4 music acts. I'll show you some clips. But I'll say goodnight now. Yeah, the final one in the woods next week. But this is the end of the road trip, because then it's back to the normal patterns for me. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed seeing the village and an insight into another world and the roller coaster that we go on when we try and do these swirls together. Enjoy the clips. Angelo giving us the Asturias special drinking. Oh, he's pouring it from on high. Oh, look at this. Good work. Oh, he's experienced. And then the last little bit goes on the floor. Yes. And now for the final set.